Welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Intimacy Podcast with Nick and Amy. And this week we're going to talk about the women. Um,
The
the
women.
the women,
The women.
what they want in the bedroom. Um, Last time we talked about the men, we figured we better do one on the women
The
since
women are like, we want more outside of the bedroom. No, you need stuff inside the bedroom too. We're not going to just focus on the outside of the bedroom. We do that all the time.
so I'll let Amy lead this discussion
Oh,
and I'll just fill in as needed. I'll
Reeves.
be more of an observer and just talk about things when you feel like
I,
you need me to, because I don't know a woman's standpoint of you. Like I don't
okay.
know how women think.
But
Still,
we hear from plenty
that's
of
true.
women. We take many surveys. So we kind of have an idea.
It's been 23 years and I'm still trying to figure things out.
Really? Are you serious?
No,
No. Are you serious?
no,
You're not serious? You
yes.
are serious.
No, I'm not serious, but I'm serious.
So confused. Now I don't have you figured out anymore.
Okay, anyways, moving on.
Did
Moving
you want
on.
to do an intro?
Intro. What should we
I don't
do?
know. Should we do questions or should I tell me your story about Halloween?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, our Halloween story. That's fine. That's fine.
So we are like not introverts, but we aren't really extroverts.
What we're trying to say is let's just say it's really uncomfortable. I can only speak for myself. For me, it's really uncomfortable to dress up, and it's really, really, really uncomfortable to have to like get up and do a singing thing or a skit or
So,
it's just
not
totally
your
out of my
thing.
comfort
It's
zone.
like I'd rather
Yeah.
play golf. I'd rather
I'd rather do a lot of things.
I would rather throw a party than Nick, but I don't want too many people there. I don't like a big crowd, but I like like my perfect party is like, five couples, maybe 10 people max. Like that's good for me. But I don't like it's funny. Every time we get invited to a party, I'm like, are they playing charades? 'Cause we don't do that.
Yeah. All right, tell us what they're doing at the
What are you
party,
doing at the
then we'll
party?
decide if we want to go.
Yeah, seriously. One time my friend was like, we're not playing charades, okay, Amy? Like, it's fine. And we get there and like, we're playing opposite of charades. You have to, it's like, instead of acting it out, you have to act something out without the words. I can't even remember what it was.
I just remember that I
I was
felt
like, really,
betrayed. I was like, do we
guys?
toilet paper their house later? What do we do?
Oh man, I got her good after that. But it wasn't because of that. Anyways, maybe that's another day. Share our pranks that we've had with my
I was
friends.
just gonna say
That
that
would
that's what
be
entered my
that would
head
be a
is
funny
like
story.
that would be a
So,
really, really
anyways, the
funny
point of
story.
this story is that we got an invitation to our friend's party for Halloween, and it was you have to come as a not just a couple, but someone famous and do a 2 minute
Skit.
sing along or lip sync, and we're like, we're not going.
And
Guess what? We did go.
yeah, it's only a lip sync, but that is
You're
so
acting.
like
We're not actors. There's a reason.
no, we're not
Well,
actors. I definitely
even
am not
making it
ever gonna win any Emmys.
and even trying to make a social media event, we're like, this is so out of our comfort
Oh,
zone.
totally.
And our podcast at the beginning was out of our comfort zone. And yeah, anyways, we've come
The
a
point we're
long.
trying to make is it's very uncomfortable for us to get in front of people and do embarrassing things or funny things, get in front of the camera, do embarrassing
I
things, funny things.
think we're getting better because we went to the party. So we decided, Nick's like, I'm not dressing up as Disney's character and singing along some Disney song. I'm like,
Not happening.
okay, well then. So I came up with, he's like, I want to rock out because that's what he does in his car, when he's alone, he rocks out because he can't do it at home because I'm like, turn that crap off.
Yeah.
And so we decided he would be Freddie Mercury and I would be his guitarist. And hey, we went to that party. We put on a little 2 minute show.
Go check out our Instagram. It's
I
on it.
haven't posted yet.
Well, yeah, but this will be going out
Okay.
after.
I guess
Go check
I'm
out our
posting.
Instagram if you want to see an embarrassing video, if you want to see a 50-year-old man dressed as Freddie Mercury with the guts.
Like maybe that's gonna be your email this time if people are like, that was disgusting, Nick, or actually you kind of pulled that off, Nick. Maybe that should be the email of the day.
Yeah, and no, I'm not.
He did awesome, guys. He did pretty great for not being an actor or a singer.
And Queen is not my group, but the reason why we picked that is because Well, why did we pick it?
I'm not sure why we picked
Because
it.
we knew the songs. I mean, we knew some.
Everyone
We
knows the
figured
songs.
we could sing along to a couple songs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one knew who Avenged Sevenfold or my other groups are. So,
I'm not rocking out to that.
but
The whole entire point, guys, sorry for our long story, is that sometimes you have to put yourself out of the box, say yes to things that look hard, like we did. And we came home and we're like, that was so much fun. Like, we
yep,
already have next year's planned.
yeah.
We literally have already have next year's planned because we had so much fun. So,
The only negative thing is Amy looked at me in that costume and she says, "Oh man, I'm gonna need a couple days. You just were not attractive." So you can go check out the costume
you
on
can,
our Instagram.
yeah, never mind. I was
What
gonna
were you
say,
gonna say?
I can't
No,
say
yeah,
it.
you can.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
you
I
can.
asked to be filtered. Okay, we're moving on. It
Oh,
wasn't against you. It was just like I can't say it. I was gonna say you didn't pull out a certain voice, but
oh
yeah,
no, yeah. Well,
yeah,
I
he
was
did
lip
really
syncing.
great.
I was lip syncing.
Yeah,
So
he did really great. Okay, ready? Things that women, the wives want the husbands to know in the bedroom. And it's gonna have to be in the bedroom things because we've already talked about the outside the bedroom like a million times. A
yeah.
million times?
Oh, probably
Like
250,000.
200,
Yeah, maybe not
200,
a million, but
maybe
250,000. Yeah,
maybe
probably
200. We're good at
double that.
exaggerating. Okay, so before we jump into this, emotional connection comes first. I have to give a 1 minute spill. The women are not going to want to go into the bedroom to be intimate if number one, it doesn't feel intimate, which happens outside the bedroom. The way you treat her, the way you talk to her, the way you respect her, the way you help with the mental load, the way you do your part in the marriage, the teamwork, that's what makes it intimate. And that's all I'm going to say about that today. Good?
Enough
Good
said. Yeah,
disclaimer.
yeah.
If you need to know how to have a better marriage so she wants to be intimate, then there's episodes, lots of episodes for that.
So if your marriage
Lots.
isn't there yet, all this other information probably isn't going to do anything.
No. Because you can't just be like, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and this to you tonight. And she's going to be like, yay, I'm not even feel connected to you. I don't want that. Right? It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this episode, we actually are pulling out the Let's Talk About Sex book that I co-wrote with Nate. He's awesome. He wrote the guy's part. I wrote the women's part talking to the men. And a lot of these were about the emotional connection coming first, you know, the dating me, the pursuing me, the respect, all those things that makes her feel connected outside the bedroom. I'm going to skip all over that right now. We're going to go straight to in the bedroom. So the first thing I want to talk about that I wrote in chapter 4 was that her mind is the biggest sex organ. And I don't think that husbands realize how true that is. Like when you hear that, what does that mean to you?
I think they realize how true that is.
Do they?
Oh yeah. I've got a headache. The air conditioning's too cold. I'm thinking about too much. No, I think men
You
understand the
think they
mental
get
load.
that?
Oh, totally.
I wasn't even really talking about the mental load, but I was thinking like more like making her feel sexy, making her
Oh, okay.
like helping, yeah, okay, so helping get her mind off of everything to get her in the bedroom. But once you're in the bedroom, like it's got to feel good enough that the mental load goes away.
Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Right? So like if you're already she's already like sex positive, like yeah, let's go to the bedroom. If she's already there,
Now, how do I
then
clean up all the stuff going up here?
whoa, like
Yeah.
how do I keep her like focused? How do I keep her like you make her enjoy it like physically? Like that's why we always talk about the ring. It's like, oh, my mind's a mental mess. Oh, not anymore.
What just happened?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Can't even think about the mental load. That does not exist anymore, right? Right?
So I've heard. I mean,
So you've heard.
I only have
So
you and my relationship to go from and the experience we've seen. Yeah.
right. Right. Okay. So foreplay, we're gonna just jump into foreplay. Foreplay and attention. Okay. So a lot of wives complain that there's not enough foreplay. There's a lot of wives that are like, it takes me 30 minutes to warm up, 45 minutes to warm up sometimes. And a lot of husbands are fine with that. And then a lot of husbands are like, oh my gosh, like that's so long. So I think learning about what really gets your wife going, what really makes her feel good, like really knowing her in this way is going to help that process. Because if you're like, I don't want it to be take an entire hour for her to feel good for her, then you've got to figure out ways to help that out. And that takes communication, right?
I was gonna say, what do you do when it's too short now, when there's not enough foreplay? When you're like
You're like, you can't
when
have
the
the ring the
husband,
first 10
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, when the husband's like, I want a little more foreplay.
Then don't pull out the ring that fast.
Okay, I was just gonna ask because
No, that's what's gonna jump us to the next one is what exactly women want foreplay wise. But I think men need to first realize like how important for you guys can like start thinking about making love and you're like, I'm ready. Where a wife is like so different. So what is the
it's
saying?
true.
Men are like microwaves, women are like crock pots, right? Is that from Laura?
Yeah, I would say we're what like a rocket booster. We're not like
Not a
the second that
microwave.
thing takes off, we're ready.
Wow, that was
Well, no, I'm just saying like we can heat up really quickly, like you just
right.
said, like you even
Women are
if
like the slow
if you yeah,
simmer.
if you came and said, hey babe,
Let's go.
let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Okay,
And
let's
a wife
go.
would be like, okay, but it's gonna take it 30 minutes,
Yeah,
till I'm ready to go, which can be really tricky in a marriage. Be really tricky.
yeah.
So, men understanding that she needs you to be patient is really important. Really important.
And if again, I if you want to speed things up a little bit, the
What if you don't?
the V ring's amazing.
I know, but I know that a lot of women
Yeah.
want it to last longer.
Okay, one of the things you've said to me, and I'm not, oh, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but we have this discussion as you're like, man, 45 minutes of foreplay, it's hard because it only feels good for a few seconds. Like, yeah, the foreplay feels good, but
Mm-hmm.
you said with that V ring, it feels good the entire time. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so a lot of times women are like, I don't, that's my foreplay. Like I can
Mm-hmm.
my foreplay for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So,
But a lot of and yeah, and if you're like, okay, we're more in a hurry tonight, or I am tired, but I want to connect with you this way, then it's great if you want to use something to help the foreplay super fast. But if you want to be the kind of people that drag it out because you want to enjoy each other longer, and if I don't want to be TMI, but like you're like me and the ring works really good, it's not going to last super long. That's why we created the five senses foreplay
hmm
box is to really enjoy each other. More touching, more using your senses, right?
yeah.
Like making foreplay more fun. So
One,
a lot of women were saying like I want the longer foreplay. I want my husband to just be more patient.
and I think most husbands want it too. Just going back to last episode where a husband wants to kiss and cuddle
Mm-hmm.
and like,
Right.
to me, like I'd love to, kiss and cuddle and
Right.
do all that for 45 minutes.
So obviously, we can't just, this isn't going to be for everyone. Like, you have to talk to your spouse about this. Like, do you like fast foreplay? Do you want long foreplay? Do you want to drag it out? Do you want to try and speed it up? What can I do to help you speed up? Like, these are why we created the intimate conversations is for this reason, right? Like, you have to know what your spouse wants,
Do
what
you
they
want to do you
desire,
want a marathon or do you want a
right?
Guinness World Record for
Or
the
do you want a
fastest?
quickie tonight?
Yeah,
You know? Yeah. Okay. Should we move on? So,
let's move on.
so jumping into foreplay. Whether she wants it long or she wants it quicker is going to depend on her, and what gets her there faster or slower is also going to matter. And that's going to take asking her. Like, you have to be able to talk to her about this. So she might like massages. She might like more kissing. She might like her neck kissed. She might like other places kissed. I don't want to get graphic,
I
but you
think
have to discuss these
I think
things.
what you're saying is whatever your wife wants, what my baby want, my baby get. Just yeah, whatever. Ask your wife what she wants. Whatever she wants, that's you got it.
Well, podcast over. Just ask her what she wants.
Podcast over.
So you're saying?
Thanks for listening.
Go talk to your wife. Go talk to your wife.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, what my baby want, my baby get. Like if you're like, yeah, this is what I want.
If
Done.
if every
Done.
husband had that attitude, it would be much better.
You want short tonight? Short tonight. You want long tonight? That works great for me.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife.
No.
Happy wife, happy wife.
Happy wife in the bedroom. Hopefully happy husband in the bedroom also.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Massaging, guys. Massaging. Really good. I'm just trying to give some tips that maybe not all wives love it, but like for the majority, I would think like, let me give you a foot massage and I'll work my way up. Let me give you a head massage. I'll work my way down. Things like that. Like you need some time. You need to relax first. You need to calm down first. Like, what do you need? Touch, touch.
And
Ask her what feels good.
and for most men that are physical touch, like I love giving Amy massages. I'm a physical touch guy, so I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
let me give you a massage. Absolutely.
Right. All right. Okay, next one is communication. Very forward communication. I think a lot of women are not a lot. I don't know. I don't know your wife. Um, have a hard time saying, please touch me there, or please touch, or that, oh, stop right there, that feels good. You, as husbands, need to say, do you like this? What does this feel good? Should I do this longer? Should I do this faster? Like, you have to talk about her needs, her desires, and get her talking.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes her being comfortable with you to have these discussions first off, to be in a really good place in your marriage, which happens outside the bedroom once again. But we're talking inside, like,
Yeah, because if you're not having those discussions on about what feels good,
right.
you're going to be frustrated. Like a lot of
Mhm.
women say, I wish you would do this, but I don't tell him, right?
Right.
Like he can't read your mind. Like you just got to have those conversations and talk about what works, what feels good. Everyone's going to be different.
Right. Right. And that in chapter 15 of the book, it's talk it out, spice it up. Why discussing intimate times makes it way better. And then we actually in the book give questions to ask your wife what
Yeah.
is going to make it better. So anyways, communication in this area is just super
And if you
important.
struggle with communication, no, you're not alone. I mean, Amy and I talk about communication all the time, and sometimes it's still even a little bit uncomfortable. Like
Right.
we're really good at communication, but sometimes it's still a little bit uncomfortable to talk about or ask certain things or things like that. I think that's normal, but the more you do it, the more comfortable it will become. But
Right.
even if it's a little uncomfortable, that doesn't mean it's wrong.
Right.
It's probably something that you need to talk about. But my point is if it feels uncomfortable, get some of the card decks that we have, use the app. When you're asking the question from the app, it makes it a lot more comfortable to read, like, oh, how about this? Because this is not coming from you necessarily, it's coming from the app. But then you're able to have those good discussions just about certain topics,
Right.
not making it so personal.
I love that you said that. And we've worked with so many therapists and experts putting together all our products, everything that we do and sell. And so instead of being like, I'm just trying to figure out what to ask you, at least you can say, hey, if we were to therapist, they would tell us to ask each other these 5 questions, and then it makes it way less awkward. So like the card says, what is your favorite blah, blah, blah? And it just, I don't know, it makes it easier.
Yeah, let me tell the card that my favorite blah 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 is.
Right. Okay. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is women actually want variety and spontaneity. I know that we talk about a lot of women not caring, but we've gotten a lot of feedback. So many women are like, I do get bored. I do want variety. I I thought I did at one point in my marriage. I'm like, oh, I actually don't really, because I don't. But like, there's a lot of women that do get super bored and need to try new things. Maybe they have a hard time expressing that, or so it always I feel like it takes one person in the marriage to be like, hey, should we try this tonight? Or hey, should we try something new tonight? Or hey, do you want to just do that? Like, it's just one person maybe being a little more vocal, but that doesn't mean that like they're in charge or they're trying to like, it's just maybe sometimes easier for one person to communicate it easier.
Yeah.
Don't you think
Yeah,
in the
break the
marriage?
ice. Yeah.
So trying some new positions, changing the environment, the excitement, like I said, the five senses foreplay game. It's awesome, guys. We picked some really fun products to go in that with the five senses card game. Once again, it's a card deck that's like, hey, try doing this. or blindfold your spouse and do this, or get some ice cubes and do this, or use the chocolate pen and draw this. And like there's fun challenges in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some fun things, and it helps the foreplay. It helps you get talking. It helps you try new things. Anyways, I think it's awesome. But
Yeah, it is.
anyways, women like variety and spontaneity. And you know, trying new positions. Obviously, we created the app. You know, we wanted a place non-graphic, people that are super against porn, just trying to spice up your marriage without seeing things you don't want to see. But also in the book, Let's Talk About Sex, chapter 16, talking from the wives to the husbands, the top 5 positions for her pleasure. And we took those off of surveying thousands of wives to put those in the book. So anyways, that's a really good chapter if you're interested. I know we've talked about this a lot, but women are always saying, I wish my husband would spend more time on clitoral focus. The clitoris, husbands, is the key to unlocking pleasure. Go back and listen to our podcast episodes with Cindy Sharkey, who is like a nurse, marriage expert in this area. She talks all about why the clitoris is the key to unlocking her female pleasure. She's amazing.
And many men and many women have no idea what that is, right?
I mean, when you're first married, you probably, I mean, I don't know. It depends on your background. Some people are pros. Some people talk about this stuff all the time. Some people don't. Some people have a really hard time and don't know how to get their wife to orgasm or to really enjoy being intimate. We've talked to so many people that are like, I've actually never had an orgasm in 20 years. Like, wait, what? No wonder you don't want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun for you, okay? But God created this body part just for female pleasure, which is the clitoris. And it's so important for husbands to realize, like, that is the key to foreplay. That is the key to her arousal. That is key to orgasm for her. Men just think it's going to work the way it works for her husband. And we are built different, which is why the ring is so great. So great. We had to talk about these things. This always comes back to communication, but like, figuring out her body, learning about her body. We also have on the Ultimate Intimacy app for free in the resource section, the anatomy of the woman and the man and how our bodies work. And I think that's super helpful if you don't know much about it.
For sure.
I don't want to get all into it. This is not a clitoris podcast, but like when you learn about her body, it's going to change your entire intimate life. For sure. The next one I want to talk about is aftercare and respect. Husbands, when you get done making love with your wife, you don't just roll her and say, that was great, good night. We need to more embracing. We need more, I know I've said this, I'm the man in the relationship because I'm like, that's great, good night. But for most women, where these answers are coming from our surveys, they want more after love.
Yeah.
That connection, that romance, that like, was that great? But yeah, I love you.
That was all right. Oh, we'll see you later.
I'm weird.
Weird. That's a Seinfeld episode if you watch Seinfeld.
It was. Nick knows Seinfeld in and out.
That was all right. Oh, we'll see you later.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Nick can name like every episode.
That's not true. I just remember that one.
That's a good one.
But
it's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, chapter 19 of my book is post-sex TLC. So why aftercare is key to deeper connection. And it's just really true. Like a lot of women are like, I just want to feel that romance when we're done too, not just before. So I think that's really important to talk about. It's in the card deck too. Let's talk about sex. Like what is aftercare to us? Afterplay, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. How can we be more connected after? What do you need from me after? Those kind of things.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
No, I think you hit it perfect. Yeah.
What did I miss anything? I'm sure there's a million more things, but
I think those were the main ones that like what we get as far as our audience and feedback we get.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Survey answer. So she needs the connection before the bedroom to even want to get into the bedroom. Once you're there, your marriage is in a good place. Make it fun. Make it exciting. Make it so that she enjoys it physically every single time. Like I think men that realize like if I can get my wife to enjoy it physically every single time, she's actually going to want it. Because every time we post a video, like wives don't want it or whatever, they're not in the mood. So many husbands will respond and be like, make it so great that she wants it, guys. Make it so, like, these are from other husbands speaking to other husbands. Make it great Make it better for her then. Make it amazing for her. Then she's going to want to be intimate with you. And I think there's a lot to say about that.
Yeah, I do too. Well, and I think too, we feel like things in this area should be a lot easier. That everything should just happen and work easily, and it's not. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of talking. And you know, I think it's designed that way, right?
Agreed.
Like when things take hard work and they take a lot of talking and they take, um, you know, just doing a bunch of things to make it good, I think that's when it gets better versus
Absolutely.
everything just being, really easy like we expect it to be. So,
Right.
just marriage in general, sexual intimacy, communication, just everything. It's hard work. I think it's meant to be that way, but that's okay. That's why we constantly are talking about the things that we try to do and the things that you can do and
But anything that's hard work has a good payoff, right?
yeah, yeah,
When it's
absolutely.
hard, then the payout is better.
For sure.
And so when your intimate moments, when they're hard, but then you learn to grow together and talk about these things and learn to enjoy it and express, it becomes unified, it becomes amazing, it becomes passionate, and that's the payoff to the hard work, right?
Agreed.
And it takes years. So, anyways, our top 5 products, just off the spot. Our top 5 products to help with this topic. Number 1, definitely the V-ring for her pleasure.
100%.
You could just use it for foreplay. You don't even have to use it the whole time. Just get her going.
Well, like I said, the great thing we love about that is it's used together, right?
Absolutely.
And it doesn't change anything about your love making. It just enhances it completely. You don't have to change anything up. It's just going to stimulate the clitoris during your love making, and it works unbelievably well.
Yep. Absolutely. And you can use it in the shower. Or I did not add into this podcast, but I forgot to say, like, this should be a bullet point. Lubricant, always, even first. It's gonna feel better for her. Like a lot of husbands don't even realize, like, it takes a while for a woman to self-lubricate. So it's not gonna feel as good until that happens. But if you just start with something natural and organic, like the lubricants that we have in our shop, if you just start with that, it's gonna feel better for both of you at the beginning. She's gonna be able to self-lubricate faster anyways. And then it's natural, and the all-in-one cream body butter in our shop literally is like a body butter massage oil. You can do massage, you can do the foreplay, go straight to the main event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's also a lubricant.
Yeah.
So how great is that, right? You don't have to have 2 different products. So I don't think a lot of husbands just start with it. Just pull it out, massage, use it for touch, smells amazing. It's awesome. Go works so perfect with the ring. Yeah. The third product, I would say the book and for the card deck. They go hand in hand in our shop. The card deck is like the book is a quick read, and it's 20 things Christian husbands and wives wish their spouse knew or would do, but don't know how to tell you. And it's a really quick read for even people that hate reading. But it's like
you can get through that quick.
You can get through it in 2 hours or an hour, even maybe if you're a fast reader, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Nate's talking from what men want to the women, and I'm speaking from what the women want, talking to the husbands. And I took surveys after surveys for this. So quick read, and then the card deck is amazing because it's like a stack of cards that are going to talk about emotional connection, actual sexual intimacy, afterplay, and it tells you why it's important, and then gives you questions, and it's just going to help you talk. Another product. What am I missing? Maybe the 5 senses foreplay. Longer foreplay, more fun foreplay. Go grab our 5 senses. Even just the little card deck, sight, hearing, smell, all the 5 senses turns into a really fun little game. So.
Yeah, and then I'd say either the couples box or the pleasure pack for her has all the products that focus on giving her the most pleasure.
So. Because if you can get her to love being intimate, the whole marriage is going to change. If you're the higher drive husband, right?
For sure.
Right.
And they make great Christmas gifts. Again, just don't unwrap it in front of the kids. Everything we ship out is free shipping in the US. It comes discreetly. The only thing we have is our name on the label. Everything else is just a box. So message us if you have any questions.
Shop.ultimateintimacy.com.
Yep. And check it out. And we hope you enjoyed this podcast episode today. And until next time, we hope all of you find ultimate intimacy in your